a spot that I picked out a week or so ago to try out this ice fishing tent, and I'm going to try and adapt it so that it'll be a hot tent. You know, I'm going to hook up this tent stove there shortly once we get it all set up. And it's minus 28 today without the wind, and about minus 44 with the wind. So I picked a spot that was here, nice and sheltered, and I actually stepped this down with my snowshoes about a week ago, and I'm going to do the same thing again because we had another foot of snow or so. And I figured the sun was in the south, so you get as much sun as you could throughout the day. And we're also in a small area that's reduces the wind. Actually, there's very little wind in here. There's lots of cover. And although you can't see it, I know up there's a birch stand of trees, and so there'll be lots of birch bark for me to use to get that fire going in the tent. And there's lots of dry wood around. I spotted some on the way in then. I see a whole bunch of dead trees throughout this green stuff here, so lots of firewood that we can utilize. So I'm going to set up the tent now and get back to the stove thereafter. Now into a couple minutes. The dog is already settling in there. Just one of those pop-up ice fishing shanties or whatever. So got two doorways. And now I have a stove jack. I have a stove jack that I had bought in a tent shop in town there. So I'm going to I adapted it to fit these Velcro straps here. So I'm going to strap my stove jack on there now to let you guys see how that works. Okay, so this is just your standard stove jack, to call it, a place for your stovepipe to go through your canvas tent or whatever kind of tent you got. And I just kind of, like I say, I adapted it. I stapled some Velcro strips to go on that'll match the window in this tent. It's a nice secure fit, and of course this here is non-flammable, so this will actually come over the top of the pipe to keep the heat from going up here even to the top of this tent. So got more than one purpose, really. So the next step now is just to set up the stove itself. This is the stove I just restored. It's about 25 years old, but I completely redid it in another video. Alright, it lines up to pretty good. I'll go outside, put the other section or two on now. Okay, the stove pipe is on, the stove is set up. I actually brought what's called a welding blanket with me to put behind the stove and put against that wall, just to protect it from too much heat. So that'll be the next thing I get now. Okay, get the welding blanket. Again, that's not flammable. The stove jack is not flammable. It's a little flap over the top which protects the top part of the tent. I feel pretty comfortable now to start the stove up. Just before I do, I'm going to secure the pipe outside of it, so just in case it gets windy it doesn't rattle around. And there's a tree out there that I'll kind of put some wire on it and jimmy rig up a little mount for it to keep it in place. Just going to use a little bit of this stainless steel wire and put a piece from that tree to that tree, just something for the pipe to mount to. Nothing fancy, just tied off a piece of wire to there, looped around the pipe once, and onto this other tree here, and now it can't move. So as I mentioned, I knew there was a nice birch stand right close here, so I'll collect some birch off of these trees now. Well, what a beautiful little archway there. I think I'll walk around underneath that one. I won't take too much birch off of one tree, just a piece or two off each, you know. There we go. Now I got the stove going there. I'm going to let that wall, she's warming up a bit. I'm going to take this skirting on the outside here, and I got to put some snow over that to keep the draft from going underneath. Well, I've had this fire going for about 10 minutes now, I'd say, and I had the door shut, and it is incredibly warm here already. Like, in fact, I even left the door open because I found it a little bit too hot in here when I came in. So I haven't even got much wood in there yet. So it seems to be heating up extremely fast. Nothing too hot back here. This is all working really well. Yeah, it's even cool up here to touch, you know. So there's nothing overeating up here yet. Two on the inside, one on the outside. Well, you know, one of the things I worried about was where the fishing tent is like black, you know, black walls and stuff, and I wondered how light it'd be in here. But with those two windows open, two windows, man, I tell you, it's plenty bright in here. I don't know how bright it is on the camera there, but man, I'm telling you, no worries at all. So I just piled up some wood there and put a little bit in the stove. Made a little bed for Willow, but she was on it for a while, but now she's wanting to get out because it's actually too warm in here. I'm totally amazed at how warm it's gotten. It was about 28 below outside and a wind chill of between 35 and 40, I'm assuming at this point. But right here in this tent now, you can't see your breath. It's well above zero and actually a little too warm. I don't even have a big fire in, so I'm quite comfortable of coming back here. And the next step in this process, if I got this far, was to spend the night. So I think I'll either come back later this evening if I can get back to my cabin and back in time, or maybe tomorrow evening. Either way, we'll be back. And when I come back, I'll have a thermometer, which I forgot today. Well, we're back. I got some gear with me, and we're going to first things first, get a fire going, pack away a bit of gear here, and go cut some more wood and birch bark and that stuff first. My spare wood. I got wood inside as well, and I will cut down another couple of trees and before I call the night. But now I'm going to get some of these nice fir boughs here and put all over the base or the bottom of the tent, just to keep things dry in there, you know. So we got these boughs put down there now and again. Like when you come in with your snow on your boots and stuff, it'll just filter down through those boughs and keep all the snow out of the way. That way if you want to lodge something down there, you can, and it won't get soaking wet. Now I also set up a little cot in here. Got my cot set up over here. That's my cooler of food for supper and breakfast tomorrow morning. So yeah, we're getting pretty cozy here now. So just chat about safety for a second. I do have a full complement of clothes in here, including boots, snow pants, extra coat, gloves, you name it. Because I've never spent a night in this place before and I just can't trust it yet. So just in case something happens, I gotta run out here tonight and I lose what I bring in there, then I have everything I need in that bag to dress up again. Also, my snowmobile is suited out with all sorts of emergency equipment. I got a chainsaw there that I haven't used today, but it's there in case I need it. It's full of gas and oil. This cargo box is full of all sorts of things, rope and first aid kits and you name it. And I also have a spot device here that I'm checking in with regularly. That sends a satellite signal home to various people who are watching out over me whenever I go on my trips. And I do have a firearm with me on my machine. I have a license, and I'm fully licensed to take this gun with me to go hunting, but I'm not hunting today. It's just for protection only tonight. There are wolves and lynx and stuff in the area. And I'm not really concerned about that for myself, but for my dog. Here, Willow, come here. Willow is a mid-sized dog. Hi. She's only the size of a fox or so a wolf or a pack of wolves would love to have her, I'm sure. So I got that gun there, but that's the only reason why. So I got a bunch of wood brought in here now, and I just drove this stick down in the ground. Actually, I'm going to put my coat up on that one in a minute. And yeah, we've been working outside now for a couple of hours. Starting to get a little bit hungry. Time for supper. So we're just getting ready to have a cook up here. It's extremely warm here. I bought a thermometer with me today. And right now it's showing, I got the probe put down here about bunk height. And it's showing 19.1 degrees Celsius. So I took all my sweater and stuff off, snow pants. And it's extremely cozy. Oh my. Wicked. And that leftover moose juice, and the onion there, I'm going to add some rice now that left over from yesterday. Warm that up, it'll soak that juice right up. Healthy? Not sure. Good? Absolutely. Well, good morning, everyone. 6:30 now. We're just going to get up. Willow opted to get up on my sleeping bag sometime throughout the night. That's okay. It's nice and cozy. We had no issues sleeping here whatsoever. It was wonderful. Of course, I was laid here. I had all the wood in arm's length. So I never even had to get into my sleeping bag to open the door and put another junk. Oh, you only want to put like 2 of those half chunks of wood in at a time. Let her simmer away. Very nice bit of wood. I did get up once to use the washroom and it was minus 34 below, but I think it's warmed up a little bit outside now. It doesn't feel the same anyway, so we'll check it out. Nice turkey bacon, cheese and grilled sandwich. So guys, we're going to pack up and leave now. I'm going to leave this tent out here in this area because I actually cut wood here for my cabin, so I can come back here and cook daytime or spend the night here or whatever I want to do with it. So I'll leave it here for a few weeks anyway. Transforming this ice fishing tent into a hot winter tent was a resounding success in my opinion. It worked out just good, and last night was a good test night. It was minus 34 degrees Celsius at the coldest point, and we were nice and warm and cozy in here. Had a great night's sleep. So yeah, if you haven't tried winter camping, give it a try. Have a different experience, but worth it all the same. Okay guys, we're going to check out here. If you like the video, click on the like button. Leave me a comment. Tell me about your winter camping experience, or if you think I should make any improvements on this, or if I'm doing something wrong, let me know. I'm certainly no expert at it for sure. So until next time, take care, and we'll see you on the next video. Say bye-bye, Willow. Bye-bye, Willow.